It's the game that brought us together. One of our first big projects, brought to you once again, re-released. Oh my god, we're like Capcom. The re-releases and everything.
Basically,
Jova.
Although, to be fair, Capcom has been getting better. But yeah, it's the first turnabout. Ace Attorney, once again. Tio, you're up.
I'm this because YouTube's a dick.
Yeah. Blood. Damn it!
I've said it before and I'll say it again. This game was rated
Perfect.
7.5 in the UK.
Not like this.
Not
like this. Gotta find someone to pay this.
Destiny's had a higher rating. That's nowhere near as awesome as this.
It's because the Peggy rating is very screwed up, Dwibs.
Doesn't make it look like he did it.
Remember, Dwibs, Lost Future has a Peggy 7 rating despite Rosetta Stone's shenanigans.
Okay, it's time.
The tutorial case.
Boy, am I nervous. Whew.
Right.
Attention. You're gone.
Hiya, Chief.
Hello.
Hi, boobies. Chief.
Dwibs, you're not on screen yet.
I'm sorry, tell you, what did you say?
Hey guys, remember, since we have to redo this part, people won't hear this, but remember, because of my shit site, I have to zoom in on the text box, even in big screen, so all I'm seeing are words and boobs. And not much else.
Don't worry, Shuri, this time it's in...
I'm impressed. You actually managed to look at my eyes this time.
Yes, of course I did.
Not everyone take mid trial right off the bat like this.
Tell me about it.
Do they do
Except for Apollo and certain other Ace Attorneys. Pedro!
What is it? What?
It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Yes.
Wow, who knew boobies could talk?
Yeah.
Thanks.
One's happy and one's sad.
Also, Shuri, rejoice! All my parts are now in HD, so now you should have an even easier time reading them. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
So does that mean you're not gonna get paid?
A favor?
Oh no, I still plan on charging him. I have a fee.
Could you please lower your arm? Thank you.
Please.
She's testing you, Phoenix. You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Sure. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Phoenix here.
I do very well.
Isn't it a thing in Britain that depending on how severe the case is, like if you know anyone involved in the actual crime, you're not allowed to actually be involved in investigating it?
Yeah, that's a thing all around the world, Shiro, even in America.
Sorry, for a second there I thought you were going to say, depending on how severe the case is, your boob size needs to be
It's
bigger.
one of the reasons I became an attorney. Basically, though, Phoenix isn't letting anyone know that it's personal.
Well, that's news to me.
What? Size needs to be bigger.
Also ironic that in the very first scene of our protagonist is not even seen on
Yeah. I have
I
to give the game credit. That was actually a first in time. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
But over 3.5 minutes in already, me and Pedro are indulging in...
Pedro!
Oh, right, sorry. Oh, my life, everything, it's all over! No!
And now our acting's actually better than it originally was, too. Yay us.
Well, honestly, Joey, if I remember correctly, the first couple of parts
Isn't
weren't
there
even
a client
voiced.
screaming over there?
Yeah, that too. I'm just saying that our acting has gotten a lot better than it was when we did start acting.
Come to think of it, how did we even start voicing things?
It was actually Pedro's idea, and we started doing that like by Turnabout Goodbyes.
Yeah, it was my idea. Yeah.
It was a filler thing for if we didn't have anything to really say.
Yeah.
And then we had so much fun with it that we do it all the time now.
So
Yeah.
Well, for me, I think it started with the Ace Attorney stuff.
I'm
gonna do it! I'm gonna die!
Well, hey, better audio quality and better voice acting. Plus.
Yay!
Not to mention, I get to play the entirety of...
But sadly, we had to sacrifice Gab's girl for that.
And this is one of the first games I did.
Rest in spaghetti, never forget you.
It sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah. That's him, all right.
Jesus.
That face.
Hey,
Come on,
there,
Joey. How could
Larry.
you not be moved by that?
Guys, if you haven't guessed already, this is supposed to be a visual novel.
Yes.
Well, actually, fun fact, it's actually a hybrid between visual novel, adventure game, and point and click.
Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty.
With a smile on your face.
Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die.
I am
going to
Randall.
jail.
Yeah.
Also, as a goatee, as a person with a goatee, I'm offended by your face.
What? What's
Your
wrong,
face
Larry?
is offensive.
My face is my warrant. Oh, it's all over. I'm finished.
What? But we haven't even started yet. This isn't the glitch version.
I can't live in a world without her. I can't.
And
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
folks.
Right.
It actually is possible to glitch this game.
Oh, who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away?
Phoenix did.
No.
You're
Phoenix-
bad luck. Yeah, Larry, I think you're kind of like Otacon in the Metal Gear series.
Please,
Yeah.
please,
Your
please.
relative.
God.
Oh,
Sorry,
please.
married him.
Don't bring that up. They are
Hmm.
sad memories.
The person
Yeah.
responsible for your girlfriend's death. Newspapers say it was you.
It was you.
All along. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm also going. I'm also going
Hey,
to die of
introduction
dehydration.
time. My
This
name
point-
is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. It all happened back when Shoot to Kill Me.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, not that story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Actually, it's rather easy.
That's what it means, Jared.
A young woman was killed in her apartment.
Her name was.
I forgot, do we actually see blood again in the
Um,
series?
Yes, we do. Justice for all, trials and tribulations, Apollo Justice to an extent, and quite a lot in Dual Destinies.
Wow.
So much that it got an M rating. The guy they arrested was Larry Butz, my best
Got
friend
it.
since grade school.
I can't believe in Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies they gave Phoenix a gun and made him swear OMG 0 out of 10.
Oh, no. But don't you see, Glitz, that's Ace Attorney 6 with the
Oh,
serious
yeah,
face and
sure.
everything. I scored a saying, when something smells, it's usually the
Where's
Butz.
that damn turnabout?
In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble, although he's nothing compared to someone we're about to meet in a few future parts. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck.
Poor
Again,
bastard.
nothing compared to a certain other character in this game.
Unless it was the food fight incident of 05, in which case it was his fault.
But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. Because if you just open your heart, it'll be alright.
That
Yes,
and I read
because
the
in every
script.
art of
That and I owe him
darkness,
one.
There's also light, friends, bullshit like that, and keys.
Which is why I took the case, to clear his name, of course. And that's just what I'm going to do. My
I
name
bet
is
it's-
Phoenix Wright, and I'm fine!
Hey,
Nah,
that's
nah,
my
nah,
catchphrase, sir!
Nah, that sounds
Because-
too
Who are you?
stupid.
Because the Perry Mason
Wait, who are you?
method works always.
Whatever.
Anywho,
Judge, take it away.
Here we go.
The court is now in session for the trial of Larry Butz.
I missed you, Haji.
His last name is Butz.
Execution is ready, Your Honor.
oh yeah, pain. This guy's a real pain.
Get ready to meet this guy. Get
shame
used to
he
this guy
can't bring
because
him.
we're gonna be seeing him a lot throughout this series.
Well,
This
defense
poor
is
bastard-
ready, Your
And you know
Honor.
what's funny? This poor bastard is always the tutorial guy, and he's probably the only prosecutor who plays by the rules.
Huh? Hey, it's my first time on screen.
Mr. Wright,
No, it's not. This is a remake.
this is your
Oh.
first trial, is it not?
Yes, and now for some reason that I will never understand.
Yes,
Odie
Your
decides-
Honor. I'm a little nervous.
For some reason, Odie decides to give him some questions to test them or something.
Let me judge him. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client.
To be fair, we see in later games that he does that for pretty much most newbies.
Unless there's a murder.
Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Good point.
You don't even know, Taji. If you only knew.
As we'll find out.
Thank you, Your Honor. ...
By the way, Joe, a message for you.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. If you get these questions correctly, you win $1 million. You can proceed with the trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
Concentrate.
Hands shaking, eyesight fading.
Oh no, Phoenix is having a stroke.
Wow, baby. Even you didn't even start the
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely.
You don't know that we're supposed to have a trial.
Shut up!
Okay.
Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Okay, I mean, he's been,
Please tell me you picked the wrong answer.
and, like, if he...
By the way, Jova, please tell me you picked the poison by poison option, please. I love that. I love the reaction there.
What?
Sorry,
didn't.
Pedro.
You didn't do it, did you?
However, Pedro, I'm saving the wrong answer picks for a future game that we have yet to play.
Next question.
You know the one.
This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
The victim's name.
Yes.
Oh, phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times.
How hard can it be?
Wait.
How hard can it be to How hard can it be to memorize a fucking name?
No way, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Well, actually, Pedro, when you're very nervous, stuff like that can happen on the spot. Like, I remember rehearsing things out.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this?
Don't look like me like that. Don't stare into my soul, please.
You don't even know the victim's name.
Sorry, Pedro, not even the power of boner is strong enough to making me comfortable.
Oh, you think you're uncomfortable now? Oh,
And
the
Pedro,
victim!
you're back in the room.
Of course, I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily.
I know why Phoenix forgot.
I think I feel a migraine coming on.
By the way, sure, try and bust out your acting chops a bit, like, you know.
Well, maybe the reason why you have a migraine is because you have too much blood on the front and not.
Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record.
And stop looking at my boobies!
Okay,
But-
let's see.
That's the look she's giving you right now.
But Mia, it's like trying to ignore a fucking train wreck.
Hey, okay.
Just touch the court record button and check it anytime, okay?
But me, yeah, we're in a court. We can't press any buttons.
Actually, Dwebs, I like to press some buttons right now.
Are they actually allowing us to play on
Pedro, I'm supposed to be the pervert guy. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's see, the victim.
Are they actually allowing us to play on RDSs in courts?
Yes, I know. Behold the power
Well,
of the
if the
DS.
trailer one of the games has to go by, yes, actually.
Let's see. Prosecutor for the
Remember-
case. Ex-presidents
I'll tell you,
generally
one of the
bad
main-
at getting this comfortable.
Well, here in Portugal, one of the common ways to make comedy is to make characters perverted. We're full of perverted fictional characters.
By the way, Pedro, in terms of picking victims wrong, knowing what's going to happen later, have you ever picked a choice where you accidentally say that Mia Fey is the victim?
I have, but I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen
Oh, I remember it. I'm just.
She died because she was.
And I'm sorry,
Poisoned.
Pedro, I didn't pick poisoned. However, don't worry, I'm gonna make up for that in a future game.
Okay, allow me to say what happens. Basically, if you pick the option poisoned, he says what is, and I'm quoting, she was poisoned by poison, and then I'm just like, you're asking me?
Okay, let's get
Well,
the show
all
on
my
the road.
questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed.
Right.
Yeah, what could
I'm
possibly
Much
go
more
wrong?
relaxed.
Your Honor, I have solved the case. The victim was poisoned by poison.
Ahem.
Solved.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Maybe I should have gone with the screaming I'm fine.
Mr. Wright, that's my job.
Who are you?
Again, who the hell are you?
Well, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Mr. Payne!
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you ready to bring the pain? Huh?
Victim was struck with a blunt object.
That she was.
Yes.
Mind, mind you, the pauses in case the audience
Anyway,
want to read.
I
Wait,
can read just fine. Would you explain to the corp just what that object was?
Your mom.
I know, Mr. Wright, it's not an
By the way,
object.
can I ask? By the way, since this is the first game, can I ask something?
Yes.
Why is Santa Claus a court judge in this universe?
Because
Well, hey,
because
he's
the
got to
elves-
pay the
because
bills
the
somehow.
elves- Because the
I
elves
guess,
rebelled
yeah.
against
Yeah,
me, and I'm
the
stuck
guy
doing this.
puts one day a year, so...
Because the elves rebelled against me, and I'm stuck doing this shit.
Anyway, it was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
It's a statue of the Thinker, one of the most famous sculptures of all time.
Bruce Forsyth?
Those
Bruce-
Japanese referencing Western stuff constantly.
The court
Yeah.
accepts evidence.
Yeah. Fun fact, for those who don't know, originally these games were supposed to be a bit more, accessible to Western audience. But then at the time, Capcom told Shu Takumi that they weren't going to be localizing them, even though they really did want to. And then, by trials and tribulations, they did tell them that they were going to localize, so...
Give us a lovely DLC case.
Oh, yes, they did.
What's
Which
the
is
court
now
record about
officially
check
canon.
for-
You just told us that, Mia!
Well... Okay.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Here goes.
Oh boy, here we go.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand.
One thing I do like about the first
Alright.
Ace Attorney game is like, well, this one has a lot of
Here we go.
interactivity and a lot of choices you can pick, as we're about to see later.
Oh.
Go
Pay
on.
attention. Don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case.
True.
Yes.
So that's one thing. That's one thing that I like about Dual Destinies, the adding of the log, that dialogue log we had, and I hope that returns in Ace Attorney 6 because I love that.
Probably
That was a
will.
good addition.
Give you a chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Like your breast size.
Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
This is very, very bad.
And it's
Yeah.
only my first case.
His face.
Mr. Butz, it's not true that the victim had recently dumped you.
Aren't you supposed to ask his name and occupation?
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. I love this joke that's coming.
Didn't they all die? Painfully, in some cases.
You know what they say, Phoenix? Everyone dies at some point.
I thought she just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever.
That kind of implies that you've been dumped.
What's it to you, buddy?
Mr. Butz, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumb.
No, Larry, it's bad when you're making pain
the
look
voice I'm
smart.
doing is basically my reaction, my first reaction. Like to me, Larry Butz comes across as the kind of hyperactive, always nervous, who's literally about to snap kind of guy. Like, look at his animations, like it's just.
But he's
yeah.
twitching constantly.
She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
Oh boy, her returning overseas. I've got quite a juicy tidbit about this in the next part.
What do you mean, one of them?
She's a lessee,
Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it.
but it's true.
Your Honor, the victim's passport.
Okay.
Let's see where she was at.
According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
So she went to Paris Games Week. So the
Or
last
she
thing
was
she
a fan of David Cage.
so the last thing she saw was a David
I
Cage
was just
trailer
having
before
to
she
do it about
died.
Indeed.
She's the daughter of David Cage, so we have to
Well,
end.
hold on, Shiro. We'll get to that. Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. Surprisingly.
She's not a very good model then.
Yeah, or she didn't, you know. Well,
Well, she was just
back in
starting out, I
Melbourne.
guess.
It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Wow. Really?
Daddy's sugar.
I think we all know what the term sugar daddies is, unless someone
Yeah.
who's not from America doesn't.
You know, for kids. Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts.
The
you know,
game
in
itself explains it. So
Okay. Thank you for explaining it to us peasant
She
Europeans.
took their money
Well,
and
it's
used
just
it
in
to
case
support
nobody
her
gets the
lifestyle.
reference.
Pedro?
Dude.
oh, sorry, I was checking something.
Who are you,
Pedro!
sir?
Pedro, this is one of the more text-oriented ones. Gotta be more vigilant here.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was.
Rosetta Stone.
Oh, Rosetta Stone?
Tell me,
Well,
Mr.
well,
Butz, what
well,
do you
actually-
think of her? No.
Well, considering how
Look
Rosetta
at
Stone
my
is,
red text.
it wouldn't feel out of place at all, really.
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question.
True.
Yeah, I probably don't. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions.
Left, right, up, diagonal up.
Yeah, even in the Konami code direction. Should I...
Up, down, left, right, A, B, C.
My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. And that's the first time we ever saw Phoenix slam his desk. We'll never see that again. That question is irrelevant to this case. Yes, I scored 100 plus damage on him.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant?
Larry, just leave the talking
Shut
to
your
the
mouth,
lawyers.
Larry.
That chicken shit hog.
Jeez.
Isn't it She-Wolf?
I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead.
Shiroi, he's referring to her as a female dog. I think you know what he's talking about.
Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'll get to the bottom of this.
Oh my.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
Yes, thank you, Judge. I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
He's just a bumbling idiot.
Yes, quite.
Guilty till proven innocent. Oh boy, this
Yeah,
is
one
so
thing you have
not
to
looking good.
you have to understand that this story is well set in a pretty dystopian world,
But
shall we say?
but only in the localization. In the original Japanese dub, this is actually a mirror of what Japanese court was like at the time.
Yeah.
In fact, in some
did you-
cases, it's
or
actually
did you-
tame compared to real-life Japanese court. But I'll talk more
Yeah,
about
this
that
was
later
more of
on.
a satire game back in the day.
They saw this
Yeah.
game and it's like, oh my god, that's what we've been doing to people?
Oh, if
Pretty much.
2008 is anything to go by, yeah. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Yeah, I kind of wish a lot of later cases gave you this amount of choices. That would actually be rather cool. I know, I'll send him a signal. Here goes nothing.
Middle finger.
Tell the truth. You can understand that.
Yeah, I was there. I went.
Better to have a witness telling the truth than lying. We'd hate to have that now, wouldn't
Ja,
we?
ja, ja.
Cue the tell the truth theme.
Order! Well, Mr. Butz.
Oh yeah, also. Oh, never mind, I'll speak later.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Okay? Let's stop asking me questions.
Objection!
That
Your Honor,
objection.
the defendant is lying.
Yes, the very first objection ever heard in the Ace
Lying?
Attorney series was spoken by Pain.
Oh, sure. Just wait till you hear from
The
Karma's
prosecution
objection.
would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying.
I remember Von Karma's objection.
Well,
Which
that
one,
simplifies
Karma?
matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, conveniently,
Yep.
Rather convenient.
just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Oh dear.
He told you to tell the truth, you dunce.
Well, he did tell the truth, but he didn't
Order in the
know.
court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call this witness.
In the next part, I think. Oh wait, never mind.
Yes, Your Honor. In the next parable.
This is bad. So
We're gonna
bad
take a
that I
15-minute break.
think I really need to save my game now.
Mr. Wright, what are you doing?
I'm saving my game, Your Honor. You don't need to know what that means.
Mr. Wright, you're in a courtroom. This is no time to be
Sorry,
playing
Your Honor.
games.
Pause. Well, we'll see you for the next part.
Why can't I
Yeah.
move?
See you, everybody.
See you then.
Yep. And here's the next link.